Greetings to everybody out in Maryland's beautiful 8th Congressional District. It's Congressman Jamie Raskin coming to you on this beautiful Friday for my favorite time of the week, Local Hero, when we get to salute the people who are making life so rich and wonderful for us here in Maryland's 8th District. And it's a special weekend to kick it off on because on Tuesday of next week, on August the 2nd, we are going to be observing with the rest of the country National Night Out, the annual event hosted by police departments and churches and other community groups to get people out in the community to talk about crime prevention. But that's really just the most minimal part of it. It's really about celebrating our communities and the strength of our communities and the way that we all work together to make our community strong. So as our local heroes this week, we have for you Corporal Officer Crowe, who is a corporal in the Rockville City Police and has been there for 5 years. And he is currently the department's community service officer and oversees the bike patrol program and is involved in a lot of other different aspects of policing in Rockville. He enhances relationships with everybody in the community and works on not just National Night Out, but the drug take back with the DEA, the coffee with the cop. He does all the Special Olympics events, safety talks for seniors, and I know he works with Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. So Officer Crowe, we want to thank you for everything you do for our community. We want to salute you for being one of our local heroes, and our other is another prime mover in National Night Out in Rockville, the famed Reverend Dr. Brian Bellamy, the 9th senior pastor of Mount Calvary Baptist Church, which of course has been the anchor of the Lincoln Park community in Rockville for more than a century, going all the way back to, tell me, Rev, is it the end of the early 1900s or the end of the 1800s?
1902.
1902, remarkable. So this is a community-centered church, and it's proud to host National Night Out, and Reverend Bellamy, of course, is a proud magna cum laude graduate of Morehouse College. He went to Yale University for divinity school and has lots of other degrees and accomplishments to his name. Gentlemen, thank you both for being our local heroes. This is really wonderful. And Corporal Crowe, why don't we start with you? Tell us how National Night Out has grown and expanded and how you see this as a significant event.
So it's been around for quite a while. Started back in the 70s, and it's grown ever since. So the purpose of it, as you said, Congressman, again, thanks for having us. It's a community building campaign, and it promotes the partnerships between us and the community. And there used to be this mentality in policing, it's us and it's them. That's not what it is. It's us and them. It's us and the community. We can't do our jobs without them. And it's important that the communities know us by name, that we get into our beats, we get out, we get on foot, and not just for National Night Out, but throughout the year. But this is one time a year that the communities can come out, get to know your neighbor. That's how they stay strong. That's how they stay safe. And they can promote awareness in their community, safety, and just have a good time.
Yeah. And so Reverend Bellamy, this event is especially important for young people, isn't it? Because for one thing, with climate change, a lot of young people aren't going outside. I mean, when we were growing up, summer was the time when everybody was outside. Now summer is the time when everybody's inside, when it gets to be 95 degrees or 100 degrees. But also we want people not just to be on their computers, and we want kids certainly not just to be on their computers. So tell us what you think this event is all about and why you've invested so many resources in it.
Certainly. I think that it is of the utmost importance that children today know that they can turn to their policing community for support. When I was growing up, we were taught that if we were in trouble, if we saw a police officer, you run to the police officer. And it's important that we return to those days. And one of the ways that we can do that is by hosting events like this, where, as Corporal Crowe shared, we have the opportunity to get to know not only our police officers, but our elected officials on a personal level, where we can engage them and ask questions. and just have a good time. And that's what National Night is all about. It's about bridging the community.
So if people want to come to your celebration of National Night Out, do they have to be members of the Mount Calvary Baptist Church? Or is it okay if they're not? Maybe they'll become members afterwards or later down the road. But is it all right to open everybody?
Yes, it would be wonderful if they became members afterward. However, the event is wide open to the community. As a matter of fact, for years, we have hosted the largest National Night Out event, and we're hoping that everyone will come out. We have so much in store. We'll be open from 6 to 9 p.m. here on the campus of Mount Calvary Baptist Church, and we'll have face painting, balloon sculpting, sports, games, and there's live music from a Christian band. We have two DJs. There will be plenty of food, a taco truck, hot dogs, hamburgers, chips, bottled waters, and Capri Suns. And this year we've added an ice cream truck, which my two little girls are very excited about. And so with all that fun, we also have, once again, the opportunity to engage our elected officials, our policing community, and there will be tables of information to come from the state's attorney's office, Montgomery College. There will be a voter registration table. The NAACP will be present, but also there will be the opportunity to take a COVID test or to be immunized. So we have a lot in store, and absolutely everyone is welcome. We will be happy to see you here.
Well, that's so awesome. I know that there are 20 different National Night Out events taking place in Rockville alone. That doesn't even talk about the rest of Montgomery County and Frederick and Carroll. So we're talking about dozens and dozens of events, scores of events throughout the area. So Corporal Crowe, will there be police in Rockville at each of these events, or do you just kind of go and hopscotch around to all of them, or how does that work? Will they be able to, I mean, are there police present everywhere?
Absolutely, yeah. We have officers assigned to work throughout the city that night. We have McGruff the crime dog will be in tow. We're going to be having our canine officer available. We are going to have the fire department partnering with us. So it's going to be a good turnout, and we're going to be definitely hitting all 20 stops. So we'll definitely be there.
I wanted to pick up on something that Dr. Bellamy was saying. You know, we want to make sure that young people feel they can ask questions of the police. And are you guys open to that? If somebody says, hey, I want to come up and ask you about, you know, police in the schools and what they're doing or whatever it might be, is that the kind of thing that's all right, or should people feel nervous about doing it?
No, they should absolutely be able to feel comfortable asking us those questions, and especially at a young age. It's very important that young people and older people too know that they can talk to us, that we take this uniform off at home. We got a heart behind our badge, just like they have a heart behind their shirt. And feel free to come up and ask us a question, even if it's a hard question, something they saw on a news report. Hey, you know, can we talk about this? You know, I've got concerns, or my son has a question. My son's afraid of you. Can you talk to my son or my daughter or my family member? Absolutely, we're happy to do that. And for those in the community, that September is one of the big events that we have. It's Rockville Goes Purple for opioid awareness. You know, for people struggling, I encourage them to reach out to speak to an officer, because sometimes that connection can help get them on the right track for recovery. So it's for everyone out there in the community. Please feel free to reach out to us, talk to us, walk up to us if you see us on the street, and just engage us. Absolutely.
That's wonderful. And of course, we're all trying to pass the word about 988, the new suicide prevention hotline and crisis line for people who need help. Well, look, Reverend Bellamy and Corporal Crowe, you two are the embodiment of what it means to be approachable and empathetic figures, even though you're big in your fields. And sometimes people are afraid to talk to ministers, they're afraid to talk to police officers, but you make it approachable, you make it real for everybody. And we want to thank you for your devotion to our community. And for that reason, you're both our local heroes, and everybody's got the chance to come out and meet you. National Night Out, Tuesday, August 2nd, a big deal in Rockville, but a big deal everywhere throughout our community. Thank you so much for being our local heroes.
Thank you, Congressman.
Thank you.